Welcome back. Let's discuss this task page. You can load this page from here. This is a list of projects from my company, and since I'm the admin, I can view all the company projects over here, and I can filter my projects by their status or by the client's names, or I can view all projects that will include both actives and closed ones. Now let's begin with creation of a new project. Before doing that, let me clear you that this option is only available for specific roles. That includes the HRMs, your HR managers, the admins, or the managers, the project managers. This is just to avoid project duplications, because managers are expected to create new projects and assign their projects to their team members. Now let's begin with the creation. um, we can add a new project by clicking that plus icon, and it'll require some information to be filled, including the name of the project description, the client. You can choose an existing client from the list that you have already added, or you can add a new client's domain, or if you don't have a domain, you can add a client by its name. The budgeted amount you have decided for the project, whether is it billable or not. This point is important because this directly affects your timesheets view. Let me show you how. Let me show you an example that I have. This is my timesheet page. You can see Peopleware is a billable project, and I have both the fields billable hours and non-billable hours to be filled against this. But on the other hand, this is another project and it's non-billable, so I don't have a billable hours field for it. And moreover, this is a global internal project for my company. I don't have a billable hours field for this as well. Yeah, that was all for this field. And the other thing we have is access settings. Access settings include two things. um, Whether I want to create a project for the whole company, or I want to create a private project and share with a few people. So if I want to create an open project, just click on it and go for creation of a project. On the other hand, I want to create a private project. I like to add new people to it. This I can choose from this list, and I can only choose from this list, and this list contains people who have already onboarded to the system. So in case you don't find someone who you want to add and is not in the list, then for this you need to ask the project managers, the admins, or the HRMs to add that person to the system, invite that person, and then you will have that person to be added to the list. So yeah, and once you create a project, you can find it over here. The list, if you notice, is arranged alphabetically. So once you create your project, you might need to move down alphabetically and find out your projects wherever it fits. You can view or update a project from here. You can find similar fields that you have filled during creation of a project. You have an extra field for the status of the project. You can update the status from here, and once you complete the project, you can mark it closed and save changes. Once the project is created, click on the project and it will open a task portal. Here you can create a new task, or you can view the existing task list for the particular project that you have selected. Moreover, you can set the task priority, or you can filter a task list by the status. By default, it shows the active tasks. You can filter on the post tasks, the completed tasks, or the tasks that are assigned to you, or you can view all at once. We can view or update each task related fields. The task details includes the task title, the assignees list, the followers list, the due date, the duration in hours, or we can move this task to another project from here. This down here is the task feed that includes the task description as comments, the task history that includes changes to any of the above fields. Um, these are the task statuses. Currently, the task is an active task. I can mark it complete by clicking over here, or I can mark it paused by clicking over here. So this area in the center includes some extra information. When you create a task, the system search for a closed task within your company and match your task title to a closed task. If it finds a match, it shows it over here. And this you can see is a counter. This explains that I have 7 similar tasks that have been closed in the past, and clicking on it, it will tell you different matches, the deliverables that have been produced as an output for some of these tasks, the possible skills used for the completion of these tasks, and the past execution average. These deliverables are important because the old deliverables can be reused or modified rather than starting from scratch. So the average time that you'll spend on a new task will be reduced. Next we have the skills used in a particular task. You can select from a predefined list, or you can add new skills if you don't find one. The skills you just added, once you save the skills, these skills will be ultimately the part of your skills chart maintained over here. And this is just the list that shows you the skills you have used so far and the total hours you have spent on each skill. So this ultimately maintains your skills chart. And next we have the deliverables. It gives the viewer an insight of what is being produced as output of this task. It helps the marketing team to promote your project, and finally it will be part of such similar task lists in the future, like this. So that'll help others to do similar work faster. That's all for this page.